welcome back for the next installment of Docken's Pro Boss Strats. This week we're covering Gehennas, generally the third boss that most raid groups go after in Molten Core. It looks very similar to Lucifron, but his mechanics are a bit different. Gehennas has approximately 350,000 health and 39,000 mana. In addition to his regular auto attack skills, he's got a Shadow Bolt ability, does 2,000 to 2,500 shadow damage on one non-tank target. It is a shadow-based skill. He also has a Rain of Fire. This calls down molten rain, burning all enemies in a selected area for 925 to 1,075 fire damage every 2 seconds for 6 seconds. This is a fire-based skill. It has a 40-yard range from Gehennas, and it has a radius effect of 10 yards. There's also Gehennas' Curse to contend with. It reduces healing effects for nearby enemies by 75% for a duration of 5 minutes. It's a curse type, so you need to decurse that like crazy. Keep it off of the tanks especially. It's a shadow-based skill, and it has a radius of 45 yards from Gehennas. He's also accompanied by 2 Flame Wakers. They each have approximately 90,000 health and 30,000 mana. They have 3 skills as well, other than their normal auto attack abilities. The first one being Fist of Ragnaros. This stuns nearby enemies, rendering them unable to move or attack for 4 seconds. It's a physical-based skill, and it affects targets within 8 yards of the Waker itself. It also has a Sunder Armor effect. It hacks at the enemy's armor, reducing it by 1,000 per Sunder Armor. It lasts for 20 seconds, and it can stack up to 20 times. This is a physical-based skill, and it will affect the tanks that are tanking the Flame Wakers. They also have a Strike ability. It strikes at the enemy, inflicting normal damage plus 35. It's a physical-based skill, and it has a melee effect range. This will affect the tanks that are tanking them as well. In addition to your normal raid consumables for healing, damage, and tanking, you want to consider using a Greater Fire Protection Potion for this boss. It would drastically reduce the raid damage taken should you be caught in the Rain of Fire. In addition to that, a free action potion is recommended and or necessary for the more advanced kill strategies on this boss. If you look at the placement here, Gehennas being the larger red circle on the right hand side, and the main tank right there is a black circle next to it. You have the 2 Flame Wakers off to the side there. That's the small red circles and the 2 off-tank placement. This would be a layout that a newer group might want to use, because what you're going to do here is you're going to split Gehennas off so that the players DPSing and taking out the adds to the left there are not going to be affected by the Rain of Fire and or Gehennas' Curse. After the adds are down, what you would want to do is top everybody up and or remove curses of those who might have wandered too far from them, and then move on over and take out Gehennas himself. Second potential position here is very similar to the first. However, this time you're going to be stacking the 2 adds so that warriors and rogues can cleave, blade flurry, use all of those AoE attack skills. That way you're doing more damage because you're doing damage to both targets at the same time. After you do that, you'd wrap everything up, top everybody off, and you'd move on over and drop Gehennas in the main tank position there. This position is a more advanced strategy. And as you see, all of the adds and the boss are going to be stacked on top of each other. This is the one we demonstrate in the video. You want to make sure you have a free action potion available, so that way you don't have any interruptions in your damage output. You focus fire Gehennas himself. Once he's down, he will stop Rain of Firing, and the curse will stop happening. Makes it easy to wrap up those adds if they're still standing at the end of the fight. Again, when you're in this position, you can do damage to Gehennas and both the adds at the same time, thus increasing your DPS, also shortening the length of the fight. This is Gehennas' starting position. Alright, I pull him. Get him positioned. I have my back to the wall. The 2 adds are pulled on top of him. Use that free action potion so you don't get affected by the Fist of Ragnaros. There's a Rain of Fire that's on the group. As you watch, I'm getting ready. I move, I move, I move. You got to pull them out of there so the melee aren't taking damage. And you can see by the target assist icons there, the X and box, the adds are taking substantial damage as well. Gehennas is down. The first Flame Waker is down almost immediately, and the second one drops shortly thereafter. That's essentially the fight, guys. Thanks for watching. Good luck.